Hello and welcome to this build where I am building the house from Coraline, and this is the Pink Palace, and it's the Pink Palace when the other mother is controlling it, so it's not her real house, this is like her fantasy house. So yeah, I couldn't actually decide which house I was going to do at first. I was going to do a mix of both, but I've actually decided that I'm going to do both houses separately because they are so different and the garden is different as well, so yeah. Just needed to do two separate houses for the two houses in the movie. So this is a kitchen, and I tried to keep everything like sized similar to how it looked in the movie. So yeah, I think the kitchen maybe is a little larger than it is in the movie, but yeah, when I put everything in I think it looks quite like the movie. So yeah, just trying to make sure everything's placed how it looked from pictures. So I've got all like the sink up against the window, and that's where like Coraline would put her seed packets because she wanted to do gardening. Then I've got those cupboards going up around the sides and the stove on the left, and I put like a little dining table in the middle. Yeah, it was quite difficult to do because obviously the wallpapers and all the other swatches and like the flooring and everything in the movie we can't really find in the Sims 4, so I just had to kind of do my own interpretation of it. But when I look at the photos, it does look really similar. Up here I'm just putting like a little herb rack, and I find some garlic I think that I put on there as well, because I noticed in the other mother's house everything was really beautiful and they had a herb rack up there. And little curtains, so those little curtains that go across above the sink, they kind of didn't fill the window from the top. They're just like curtains that ran along the bottom of the window, so I had to like use a move objects cheat to move the curtains into that position. But yeah, it worked pretty well and it looked pretty good. It's all cottagey, kind of country, I don't know, that's just how it looked. And you never see the other wall in the film, you just see it from like that front. Obviously because it's a stop motion film, you don't see like the entire room, you see like 3 walls of pretty much every single room I think. So I just had to improvise on the sides of rooms that we don't see in the movie. So that 4th wall in the kitchen that we never see, I just had to put like a chalkboard up and some of the things that I thought would kind of fit in. Just put in loads of little bits and bobs to decorate it. It looked like the other mother did a lot of cooking and baking because Coraline always wanted her real mother to do all this cooking and baking for her. But in real life, her mum is really busy and she's got a neck brace on, so she's obviously like had a neck injury, so she can't really do much at the moment and she's all stressy. But the other mother is all like wonderful and great. And she does all this stuff for her in order to try and like win her over. And this is the hall. The stairs in the film kind of go around, but we've only got straight stairs, so I was quite limited what to do, but I think I still kind of made it work. And also under the stairs there is meant to be like a cupboard, but I think I just put a door in just to make it look like it leads to a cupboard. So just putting some floorings around. And the wallpaper in the other mother's house is like really extravagant as well. Oh, I was just going to say that mirror is the mirror that the other mother pushes Coraline into, and then she ends up inside that little basement with all the ghost children. So that's what that mirror is referenced to, like the mirror at the end of the hall. And this is the living room with the sad boy painting, who's a happy boy. I couldn't find a painting of a boy who was licking ice cream because they have that in the film, but they don't have that in the Sims game, so I just had to use this painting. So I made this look like the living room from the other mother's house. It's really vibrant, it's kind of fantasy, but it's also slightly horror. I don't know, it's like very vampire-ish because the other mother is really like a horrible creature and she's like part spider or something scary and like she's all skeletal and weird, so there's elements of that in this house. Like, the house is really trying its best to please Coraline to win her over, but at the same time, some of the like evil still seeps through. So this room is like kind of amazing and like groovy and colourful, but at the same time, it's still kind of creepy because it's like really old-fashioned. And yeah, if you saw that, that was the little door on the left. So I just used a window and put it to the floor. Yeah, that little door so that she goes through to get between the houses in the different worlds. And yeah, just all this colourful furniture which comes to life in the film. Oh yeah, and on the mantelpiece are the snow globes that the other mother traps Coraline's real parents inside of, so that's reference to that as well. There's loads of things that like reference the film, and yeah. I hope that you like this build. So yeah, I will be doing another part where I am making this house look like how it looks in real life before it's all done up. So yeah, that one shouldn't take me too long. It'll probably only be like a 5-minute video because I'll just be like deleting all the furniture and things and making the wallpapers a bit more drab and a bit more tired. And this is Coraline's bedroom. So yeah, it's all like purple and bright colours. And she's got that lovely 4-poster bed with the curtains on. And yeah, that nice little, I don't know what you'd call it, like that little, you know, the tower on the side. And she's got like a little area that she can sit in. I don't know what to call it. Inlet? I don't know. Alcove? I don't know. But yeah, so that window is there on the outside of the house, but it's not supposed to be there on the inside, so I just block it up with that bookcase, which looks like it's from Coraline's room too, and put all these seats around here, which kind of look like the film. And yeah, I think I changed the colour of these, or I changed the style, because it was like really glitching out. So yeah, I think these little cushion seats weren't glitching out as bad, so I used those instead. Even though I don't really like the texture of those because it's too smooth, like it's not very textured, or like the previous cushion seats that I just put down had a lot more texture and they looked a lot nicer. Yeah, just putting some curtains up, lots of bright colours, and I think Coraline's favourite colour is blue. For some reason the room is purple, but there's like blue and red hints in there as well. Yeah, she's got a little dressing table, and I put that little side table there, and she's got that little trunk at the end of her bed, which I saw from the photos in the film. And she also has a fireplace in her room, which I didn't remember from the film. But when I was looking through photos, there's a fireplace, and I was like, oh, I didn't even notice that. Oh yeah, and that big like planetarium light shade that looks really cool. Yeah, I think this room is really cool. She's really lucky to have this bedroom. It's actually really big, and I think this bedroom is actually bigger than her parents' room. Yeah, at first I was going to go with those drawers, that that wardrobe that slides, but that would have just had to make her parents' bedroom even smaller because, yeah, it went through into the parents' room. And yeah, now we're just putting all her toys up there as well. So in the movie, she has all these toys, and when she goes to the other mother's house, all of the toys come to life. Yeah, it's a very lively film. So, and that teddy bear that you see me just put down, I actually change into a chair. So yeah, swap that for a chair instead. And if you saw me put that doll on the bed, just then, that doll is meant to be the doll that looks like Coraline. It's the only doll that I could find in the Sims 4 game, so I just had to make do. Yeah, just finishing off putting all these little things around, and I was trying to find like a wall poster for her room as well. I thought the sad clown was quite fitting because it's kind of creepy. But yeah, I actually made Coraline as a Sim. But she's kind of a teenager because children can't have blue hair for some reason. Well, at least I don't think they can. And this table here is actually a coffee table that I sized up because I wanted like a carpet, like a tablecloth that runs down the middle like that. Because in the other mother's house, she makes this amazing dining room area, and it's all extravagant, and she, yeah, has this huge table layout with lots of food on, and she makes like a whole banquet for Coraline. So yeah, you can see me doing that here. I make the light shades into those little juice light shade things. If you've seen the film, you'll know what I'm talking about. And I just put the little train around the table as well. I think it was the gravy train. So yeah, it was really interactive and really cool. And I had to place all these objects away from the table, because when I did it with a table, it would just kind of snap to the table. But I think that looked so cool afterwards. I just kind of cluttered it up with loads of food and plates. And yeah, I think that's my favourite room of the house, just because of that table is just so jam-packed with stuff, and it looks so cool. And we are actually at the screenshot, so I hope that you liked this build. Let me know what you thought in the comments, and thank you for watching.